What can you do right now to stay focused, improve your process, and grow your business? Find out this and more with Top Producer Roundtable, hosted by Gibran Nicholas, CEO of CMPS Institute.
Welcome to the Top Producer Roundtable show. My name is Gibran Nicholas, and I'll be your host as we learn best practices from top producers from all over the country. Today I have with me Brian Sachs out of the Baltimore, Maryland market. Now, Brian has closed over $1 billion of loans in his career, and he's frequently featured on many of the national media in terms of being an expert when it comes to working with Boomerang Buyers, which I think is a really great niche to get involved in. So welcome to our show today, Brian.
Thank you. Honored to be here, Gibran.
You know, one of the things that impressed me when I saw you out there in Baltimore a few weeks ago is that you've really done a great job over the years of finding, business by working with different niches. And right now, the niche that seems to be gaining a lot of attention is Boomerang Buyers. So could you talk to us a little bit about how big is this niche and why is it important for an originator to get involved in it?
Sure. So the Boomerang Buyers, as we all know, we experienced a meltdown, both in our industry and economically after 2008. And Boomerang Buyers are buyers who've had a credit challenge. They may have had a bankruptcy, a short sale, a foreclosure, pre-foreclosure, or just general credit challenges due to the economic meltdown. Maybe they lost a job. Maybe there was other losses of income, assets. Everyone had challenges. And so this market, there are 7.3 million people across the country that over the next 5 years will be eligible to re-enter the market. And many of them want to re-enter this market. That's the folks who've had a foreclosure, bankruptcy or short sale. There's probably tens of millions of people who had some sort of economic setback. And so it's an important niche to really understand. And, I've always been about picking a niche, becoming the expert, and letting everyone know about it so that you're not seen as a commodity. You're seen as a specialist and not a generalist. So it's critical to have a niche that you become the go-to person for.
So really, it's a great strategy because when you think about it, Brian, there's over 520,000 people in the United States who are either licensed or registered to be able to sell mortgages. And so if you want to differentiate yourself, if you want to set yourself apart from everyone else, it's really important to do something unique that no one else is really doing. And I think what you're saying is that getting involved in this market, this Boomerang buyer market, where you've had people with a credit challenge that are going to be re-entering the market at some point over the next few years, getting involved in this niche can be a really great strategy and a way of setting yourself apart from all the other loan officers who are out there.
Well, and you said it beautifully, Gibran. It's exactly correct. And there's really 2 points to it. We all face every day the problem of rates being shopped, from buyers. Buyers are taught to shop rates and points. When you work within a niche and you're working with people who have a challenge that you can help, 2 things happen that are very interesting. Number one, you are now able to educate the realtors. You're able to go into offices that have in-house loan officers that aren't you, and go to the boards of realtors to meet realtors and show them your area of expertise and stand apart from the crowd. Number 2, there are strategies to go after these people directly and then use them as a tool to make new realtor relationships. So what I do as an example is one of the things I do is I get them pre-approved. I market to these folks directly. I get them pre-approved and I use them to create new realtor relationships because think about it. What's a realtor really want? They expect you to have good rates. They expect you to do a good job. They expect you to perform. But what they really want is a pre-approved buyer. And when you can control the buyer in a niche, you become really a standout person, one that is being sought out.
Well, that's really a great idea. And if people want to learn more about how to get involved in this niche, where should they go? Do you have a website for people?
Oh, I do. I have 2, actually. One of my sites is www.agentschaseU.com, and the other is loanofficertips.com. In both of those, I share strategies pretty much weekly on ways to become the specialist, ways to engage with realtors, and ways for you to get pre-approved buyers so that agents do start chasing you.
Well, thank you so much for sharing your insights on today's show, Brian. Really appreciate you taking the time.
Thank you, Gibran. Thanks for having me.
Top Producer Roundtable airs every Tuesday at 7 a.m. Eastern Time and can be viewed on MortgageNewsNetwork.com.
Oh my gosh.
This is Mortgage News Network.